So today our topic is greedy algorithm, or we can say that greedy approaches. So before going to start the concepts of greedy algorithm, first you have to know about what are greedy approaches. This is a simple approach which tries to find the best solution at each step. It means there are a number of solutions, but you have to select the best solution at every step. Thus, it aims to find the local optimal solution at every step so as to find the global optimal solution for the entire problem. So what does it mean? It means it aims to find the local optimal solution at every step. At every step, you have to find the best solution, and that solution is called as local optimal solution. And you have to find the global optimal solution for the entire problem. And for the entire problem, the solution is called as global optimal solution. And this is one of the strategy for solving problems. Just like the divide and conquer and other strategy, greedy method is also one of the approach for solving a problem or a design which you can adopt to solve a particular problem. This algorithm is used to solve the optimization problem. So you must know the optimization problem. So what is the optimization problem? Optimization problem is a problem which demands or which require either minimum result or maximum result. It means for optimization problem, either we have to maximize or we have to minimize. So consider that there is an objective function that has to be optimized, or that is minimized or maximized. It means we have to design an objective function for this optimization problem. This approach makes greedy choices at each step and makes sure that the objective function is optimized. The greedy algorithm has only one chance to compute the optimal solution and thus cannot go back and look at other alternate solution. Like in backtracking algorithm, we have the option, suppose at any step with if we got stuck somewhere, then we have to go back to the previous steps. But in greedy algorithm, we can't go back and look at other alternate solution. So it means we have only one chance to compute the optimal solution in case of greedy algorithm. Okay. However, in many problems, this strategy fails to produce a global optimal solution. It means it is not necessary that if you are using greedy algorithm for a particular problem, then you can reach to a global optimal solution every time. So it is not necessary that it may produce a global optimal solution every time. So let's look at example. So I will be covering the example. Yes. So this is the example. So let us consider the following binary tree to understand how a basic greedy algorithm works. So here you will see a binary tree where 8 is the root of the tree and 2 is the left child, 12 is the right child, and further the leaf nodes are 3, 89, 10 and 5. So suppose for the above problem, you have to find the path with largest sum value. So here our objective function will be to find the path with largest sum, and since we have to find the largest path, it means largest means the maximized function will work here. So greedy approach can be used, and here are the steps that you have to follow if you are using the path with largest sum value. So initially we have to initialize the sum value to be 0. Suppose we are taking a variable sum and we are initializing the variable to 0 at our initial stage. Now at next step, select the root. Here the root node is having value 8. So the sum value will become sum equal to sum plus 8, and initially the sum is 0. So the total value is 0 plus 8. So here the sum becomes 8. Now after that, the algorithm compares. Wait for some moment. After this, the algorithm compared nodes at next level. So here the next level nodes are 2 and 12, and out of these two nodes, the largest node is 12. So the algorithm select the largest node 12. The value of sum becomes sum equal to sum plus 12, and previously the sum value is 8. So the value becomes 8 plus 12, that is 20. So after this, the algorithm cover the next level nodes. The next level nodes are 10 and 5, and out of these two, the largest node is 10. So the sum value becomes sum plus 10. Previously the sum value is 20. So the next level value is sum equal to 20 plus 10, that is 30. So the next value of sum is 30 here. So thus, when you are using the greedy algorithm, we are getting the path 8, 12 and 8, 12 and 10, means we are using this path and we are getting the value 30. But this is not the optimal solution, since when we again look at the tree, then suppose if we are following this path, then our value becomes 99, and 99 is the maximum value, and since our objective is find the maximum value, so this is not the optimal solution if we are using greedy algorithm to this problem. So this happens because the algorithm makes decision based on the information available at each step without considering the overall problem. So let's take another example to understand the concept of greedy algorithm. Suppose we have a given problem that we have to travel from city A to city B. So for this problem, there can be more than one solution. So just I am placing the solutions as S1, S2, S3, S4 and so on. Suppose S1 is the solution if I have to travel by walking. S2 is the solution if I have to travel via bike. S3 is the solution if I have to travel via car. S4 is the solution if I have to travel via train. And S5 is the solution if I have to travel via flight. And many more solutions can be possible. So these are the possible solutions if we have to travel from a particular city A to city B. So this is our problem statement, but there is a constant in this problem, and the constant is the duration. Duration means we have to travel from city A to city B in some fixed amount of time, and this is the constant here. And suppose let us say our duration value is 12 hours. It means our constant is that to travel from city A to city B, we have to take maximum 12 hours of time. So I can't cover via solution S1 because by walking we can't cover the city via 12 hours if the distance is very large, and also via bike we can't cover, and also suppose via car we can't cover. So only two solutions may be possible. Suppose we travel via train or travel via plane. So these are the two solutions that are possible if the duration is fixed. So S4 and S5, these two are the solutions that are possible for this constraint, and these two solutions are also called as feasible solution. Feasible solution means which is satisfying the condition given in the problem. And if I have to cover this journey in minimum cost, it means I have to spend as less amount as possible. And suppose our need is that you have to travel this distance, but you have to use the minimum cost. So this problem becomes the minimization problem. If the condition is given that you have to travel the journey and you have to spend as low as possible, so this problem will become the minimization problem. And these two are feasible solution, S4 and S5, that we did find earlier. And out of these two solutions, our optimal solution is if we travel via train, because our condition is given that S4 will give the optimal solution for the given problem, the minimization cost problem, and a solution is this S4 solution is already feasible and giving the minimum cost result. Okay, so this is the of greedy algorithm, and let's move further.
Hello.
Okay. So next thing that comes in our mind, when will we have to use the greedy algorithm? So we can use the greedy techniques. There are two ways. Greedy choice property, this states that a global optimal solution can be optimized by local optimal choices. And the optimal subproblem, it means an optimal solution to a problem contains within it optimal solution to the subproblem. Thus, a globally optimal solution can be constructed from the local optimal solutions. Previously, I have told you that there are local optimal values, and out of all the local optimal values, you have to select a global optimal values. So we know that the greedy method or greedy approach is basically the optimization problem. So the optimization problem has two types of solution. I have already told you in previous example, feasible solution. This can be called as the approximate solution satisfying the objective function, and it may or may not build up the optimal solution. And optimal solution, this can be defined as feasible solution that either maximizes or minimizes the objective function. Optimal solution means the solution can be selected from the set of feasible solution, and that can either minimize or maximize our objective function. That depends on the problem statement, that what we have to do. Now let's come to the basic terms that we can use in greedy algorithm. First one is the objective function. So this can be defined as the function that needs to be either minimized or maximized. So you have been given a problem, you have to first construct an objective function, and then upon the need of the given problem, whether you have to maximize or minimize, then you have to maximize or minimize the objective function that you have constructed. Candidate set is basically the global optimal solution that is created from this set. Now the selection function, it is basically the best candidate and includes it in the solution set. Out of the given solution, you have to select the best candidate solution. Feasibility function, it basically determines whether a candidate is feasible and can contribute to the solution. Like in the previous example, when we have to travel from city A to city B, then we have to consider 5 solutions, S1, S2, S3, S4, S5 that we take earlier. And out of these 5 solutions, only 2 solutions are feasible, that is S4 and S5, based on the condition that I have told you earlier. So the feasible solution is basically a solution that can contribute to the final solution in the given optimization problem. So let's take a standard greedy algorithm. So suppose algorithm is greedy AN, then inside the loop for I equal to 1 to n, x equal to select a, if feasible x, then solution equal to solution plus x. Now I will explain you every step one by one. So in the first line, greedy AN, what does it mean? It means a problem is having input of some size, say A. It means A is the problem that is having some input of size A, and n is the total size. And suppose the given problem is having some data like A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. So we start with I equal to 1 to n. So here I equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the indices. So for I equal to 1 to 5 or 1 to n, you have to x equal to select A. It means you have to select the input values. A is the input values, and out of the selected input values, if any one of the values satisfies and we found that it is feasible, then if feasible x, then if this x value is the feasible, then it is added to the solution. So our solution becomes solution plus x. So this is the basic concept of greedy algorithm. So here x is basically the local optimal solution, and if it is feasible, then we can include it in our solution, otherwise we can discard it. So by this way we can reach to our desired solution. So this is the basic understanding about the greedy algorithm or greedy approaches. So in greedy algorithm or greedy approaches, some points that you have to remember, like objective function. For a given problem, you have to first construct an objective function, and you have to either maximize or minimize the function depending upon the given problem. And after that, you have to select the input values, and out of the selected input values, you have to find if any of the selected values are feasible or not, then select those feasible values. And out of the feasible values, you have to start constructing our solution such that one of the feasible values may reach to the desired goal of our problem. So this is the basic understanding about the greedy algorithm, and I hope you all must understand about this basic understanding. And tomorrow we will study a greedy algorithm known as knapsack problem, and we will see how greedy algorithm works better in case of knapsack problem. So first we look out the knapsack problem, then we can take a suitable example, and with the help of that suitable example, I will explain you the knapsack problem. So today our attendance is less. There are total 30 participants, and when I have started my class or lecture, then there are no participants at the moment. I think at 2 p.m. I have started, and at that time there are no students that are online at that time. So that's all for today. I am uploading this lecture to the Google Classroom. So just go to the Google Classroom and see the contents that I have discussed today. So today I have only discussed the basic understanding about the greedy algorithm. I have taken two examples. In the first example, I have taken a binary tree, and in which I have constructed an objective function, and we will see that this time our goal is not reached when we are using the greedy algorithm. And next I have taken a second example of two cities, and again I am taking the greedy algorithm, and then I have founded two feasible solutions, and out of the two feasible solutions I have constructed an objective function, and here I have constructed the minimization problem, and out of the two feasible solutions I have found the desired optimal solution, that is the S4 for the given problem. Some basic understandings that you have to know about the greedy algorithm. So all the basic terms and key terms are already included in this PDF. So just go through it, and so that you have proper understanding about the greedy algorithm. Then I have explained you the basic greedy algorithm, what is the basic purpose of this algorithm, and how it works with the help of a pseudocode. So this is also included in the PDF. So just go through it, and that's all for today. And tomorrow at the same time we will meet, that is at 2 p.m. and we will start the greedy algorithm, and we will see how knapsack problem will work, and with the help of suitable problem we will solve the knapsack problem. So that's all for today. Thank you.